How y'all doing out there on a Sunday? I know the NFL is going, man. I'm pretty excited about it too. Got to be honest, not that excited about the game that's on right now. Not that excited. O's fan, what is up, dude? Thank you so much. That is one of the kindest things I could possibly hear today. Thank you so much for offering to get some matches in. I did get enough for the video that'll be out tomorrow. I got enough. I feel good about it. Get some helpful information out for folks. I really appreciate you offering, though. Some of the matchups are a little more difficult to get. I think mainly because the champion I'm going to be showcasing, people are like, I can't place this defender. You're going to destroy them. And so I think I got the really important ones from just playing the game. A lot of the streams this week. Whoa, okay. If that showed up, if that was outrageously loud for you, please let me know. I spent a good chunk of my morning working on alerts, and that was crazy loud on my side. I'm going to turn that down quite a bit. I do appreciate the follow, though. Thank you so much for the follow. If that was loud on your side, please let me know right now. My intention is not to blast anyone's eardrums. What is going on, old man? Easy, thanks. What's up, man? Hines, how you doing, buddy? Jay Will, how are you, man? Average Max, hello. On the YouTube side, did you guys hear that at all? Did you hear that at all? I'm very curious if you did. And also if it showed up on your screen. I think that was all on the Twitch side, though. I think that was all on the Twitch side as we got a new follow, which I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And like I said, I spent a lot of my morning working on setting up the alerts and things like that on the Twitch side. I know that's a big part of streaming over there. Want to have fun and do that. And yeah, all right, let's go ahead and jump into this. I did do a few Battlegrounds matchups today off stream. Ended up getting to the Gladiator circuit. It could just be a coincidence, but I felt like I faced a couple of people who maybe weren't as familiar or comfortable with the meta and that sort of thing. So I feel like maybe a lot of people have graduated into the Gladiator circuit. So I'm assuming I'm going to get my butt kicked a little bit here as we just kind of warm up and get used to the... It changes a little bit. For those of you who have gotten into Gladiator circuit early, a lot of it is like people have very much gotten used to the meta. They've gotten used to the matchups and they've fine-tuned it. So stuff that you haven't been picking up necessarily along the way in the victory track kind of like comes out. Driving and lurking. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that, Jay. Well, you know I appreciate it. Hey, how's it going? I've been ranking up my 2-star champs with all the catalysts from the daily quest. That is cool, dude. People love that stuff, man. People love the collecting aspect of the game and ranking up the 2 stars. The 2-star quests are always cool and things like that. So yeah, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope everyone did see. Kabam did put a limit on the amount of times. Oh, I thought I had joined. I thought I had queued. Yeah. No. I guess I hadn't. Did put a limit on the amount of times you can do the exchange of the catalysts, which is not shocking after the deal they put out for units, but still, it was still a little like interesting. I hope you guys saw my my news video today. I don't know. I don't want to force a news video every weekend, but it is something that I'm going to look to do weekly. If there's no news, I'm not going to make up news. But if there's news I want to talk about, I want to get that information out. And it's kind of like doing the Kabam live stream recaps where it forces me to go and pay a lot of attention to them, which is then really good for me. So getting the news and getting like the latest of what's going on is helpful. So like, you know, there's still too much, and I'm not trying to like make excuses. It's just kind of what I'm talking about. Like, I don't have enough bans for this account. Their deck is set up very nicely for this meta. And we'll get there. I want to take a few more days, kind of familiarize myself with it a bit more, and I still have a another rank 4 to do. I also don't want to go too overboard on the first 2 weeks. Like the rank 4s I've done this last week have been ones I either wanted to do anyways, were good for this meta, and are potentially decent for the next one. It was kind of my thought process. Like I just didn't want to go too far on any of it. Yeah, I'm already in trouble. I've already got problems. Dim that light. What's going on? How are you? Did you see already? I've been playing while streaming, man. And then I did do a little bit last last night, yesterday. I don't know. The weekend has started. Whenever it's a 3-day weekend, I lose track of time a little bit. And then I played a little bit today, trying to get a few matches in. So yeah, I hit it. Yeah. Doesn't look good, boys. This meta is becoming no fun, too easy for nuke champs. Yeah, I think there's still a lot to like. I hear you. I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm saying is, I think there's still a lot to. You need the AI. Like I have so much footage of me having an amazing fight against an enchantress, and then absolutely just get brutalized. She's got me in the corner. There's nothing I can do, sort of stuff. But I totally get it. In fact, I was throwing these up on my Discord the last few evenings of like, these are the fights that make people hate the meta. Like, and I'll have a result, like they have a better matchup in a typical meta. Like I was using Yelena to take out like Onslaught and stuff. I think we just got to embrace it, you know? Like, I don't know what else to say besides that. Probably shouldn't have placed Nico, but that's fine. Donnie, what's up, dude? Thanks so much for being there. Aman, how you doing, bud? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. So, like right here, they'll probably win. But if Nico decides to do some like crazy stuff like she does, and I play this absurdly well, you never know. I do like that too, and I also like that the like. Yes, felt that one coming. I like deaths where people who haven't spent as much, or metas where people who haven't spent as much have a better chance than they typically do too. I find it fun. You know, I think if I'm like shooting for a real high score, I'm probably not going to enjoy it as much. You know? So maybe we'll see that as I continue to stream more and knock rust off, that sort of thing. But right now I can kind of just enjoy it. I'm sure you'll see me tilt a few times today though. Like that. Yesterday was your birthday? Hey, congratulations, Donnie. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Lucian's birthday yesterday too. Shoot, see? Like that's what I'm talking about. Nico probably did something crazy AI, you know, she went all punk rock and crazy. Hey, thank you so much for the follow there, Mike. Again, everyone, I don't think you are hearing that on YouTube. I don't even think you're seeing that. On the Twitch side, if that was too loud, please let me know. I just set that all up literally today. So that's new. I think Kingpin's gonna just roll over this photon. I even did a bad job of managing my my matchup. I should have saved. I can't even think of her name. I should have saved. Oh, I didn't even mean to do this, dude. I did this earlier today too. I was trying to get fights with Jack-o'-lantern. Thank you so much for the follow there, Princess Butt-Fart. I love that. And again, if you all on the Twitch side, are you all even seeing that? Can you hear it? And if so, I think if it's too loud, you would have told me. So I'm gonna assume it's not too loud. But if you guys could let me know, I would appreciate it. And I haven't played Cold Obsidian in a long time. Forgot to even trigger the route. Wow, I am really, I'm taking the whole warm-up, and I'm really going far with this. Can't even hear it on your end. Okay. Not too loud. Okay, that's surprising. I guess I shouldn't give up. I put the phone down. Whatever, we're losing this one. Can't even hear it. Not too loud. Man, I'm gonna regret this. This is gonna eventually have been 2 winnable fights. Let me. All right, let's see how that goes. Like I said, I spent quite a bit of time today setting this stuff up. Do you prefer watching your stream on Twitch or YouTube? If you're gonna pick one, well, that sounded absurd. I didn't mean it that way. Is Twitch if possible? Yeah, is Twitch if possible. Especially because we're like growing that. You know what I mean? It also just the way it seems to work. Just being full transparent with you guys, and I don't know if it's going to be this way for everyone. Twitch seems to pay significantly more. I don't know. Oh, I'll have to see as time goes on. That's weird. Didn't expect that score. They must have timed out or something, huh? Yeah, I gave up too early. I'm not paying enough. I wasn't paying enough attention on this one at all. So I even picked the wrong champion. I wanted to give them the chance to use their emojis. You know what I mean? I always enjoy letting people get a chance to use their emoji. Sunday stream. Love the amount of streams. Thank you very much. All things go according to plan. We'll continue to stream. We're going to continue to stream. As you guys know, my real life job and family and stuff could sometimes interfere with that, but my plan is, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying, all this first match not Sandy, and I'm enjoying knocking the rust off Battlegrounds and stuff like that. I can't use control in this meta because I can't play normally. It is tough, dude. It is tough. She's still been phenomenal for Serpent for me, but it is tough. I never was like insanely good with intercepting with her. I don't like her light. But I can already tell I'm getting better with it. Even just in like this week of streaming and playing the game, So, all right. He's got to go. We were just talking about this in the BG's tier list that came out. Thing is back. And I don't think I have a ton of great options for high evo. I don't see, this is what I was talking about, is like getting through the victory track the way I did. It was good. It was fun. I learned a lot and I was getting better. But hitting the gladiator circuit now, I think I'm going to see more finely crafted decks for the meta. And it feels like it's already happening. What's up, Loser? How you doing, buddy? Hey, if you don't mind telling me, Hoosier, because it looks like you know what you're doing there. What? Thank you so much for the follow there. What is that? It's like a little, it looks like a bubble. And is that just used to highlight messages, which is really helpful. Twitch is so helpful for like getting messages to stand out and things like that. I don't remember if they had a Cassandra. Yeah, we're gonna take Dust with Carolina Band. Yeah, we're gonna take Dust. Gotta ask, go for it. What's up? Thank you very much for the follow. Looks like new son. Yeah, I think that's the play. They may have got me there. I would go abs man, and I did go abs man, mainly because they're both phenomenal champions. Tiger and abs man, I think, are both incredibly like meta relevant, good in a variety of modes, great in battlegrounds, like phenomenal. I think abs man's more like essential in a way because of all the immunities, resistances, and things like that. They're both trickier to play though. I think abs is a little easier to play. Like you can play abs easier. No, you can play Tiger fairly easy too. They're both amazing champions. I went abs and I would go abs. But if you're looking to like maybe really score outrageously high in battlegrounds, maybe Tigra. Oof, this isn't good. New Sun, thank you very much. The font I chose from that made it a little more difficult to read your name in particular. Kindred, even though I have a rank 4 Sig 200 Kindred has been so problematic for me that I am considering removing Kindred from my deck. And banning Kindred. Like this AI, the AI and Kindred's kit just combined for maximum absurdity. Yeah. Like, I have not figured out how to fight Kindred. We've been talking, Kindred. Thank you so much for the follow there. We've been talking about on my Discord server. The vast majority of answers were like, I ban him. William had a couple answers. William's like one of the best players in the world over there in GT40, scores high in battlegrounds all the time. I don't have a solution. And even the champions that I would use in a typical meta, oh, nice fight by them. Even the champions I would use in a typical meta, like, don't do well. It's a lot of it's my own skill, though. I'm happy to admit that. How do I link my MCoC account for Twitch drops? You're gonna want to. The best way, from what I recall, is joining their Discord. There being Kabams, and then they have it in one of their like sections. And I just like followed the direction one day. In fact, the real irony is I followed their directions, and it wasn't supposed to have worked. But it did. I don't know how else to explain it aside from that. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Too White? Currently on a 5-stream streak. That's cool. See, that's the kind of stuff that Twitch does. It's cool. Thank you so much for the new follow. I might need to change the font I picked for that. I think that was another follow that I just heard while doing the fight. Thank you so much. I think we just got a donut. Thank you so much, if I understood that correctly. Subscribe. Thank you so much, Cube. Cube the Noob. Great name, dude. And I hope you enjoyed the alert. I hope you enjoyed the alert. And I hope you guys could hear it. I actually tried to set those up a very long time ago on the YouTube side, and I could just never, ever figure it out. Tomorrow's video is actually titled "Get Jack off your bench and get him into your deck." I know there was a lot of thought that like Jack wasn't going to be amazing in this meta, but he's been insanely valuable for me. Insanely valuable. It's a shorter video, but I might clip that and put that in because he's just been so good, dude. He's just been so good. I should focus a little bit. Thank you very much for the follow there. That looks like, dude, yeah, I got to change the font on that. I got to change the font. Oh, I got to pay attention to what I got to do. Is Bullseye as good for this fight as Yelena is? I actually don't know. But we will find out. We will find out. I would imagine he might be even better than her for it. I would think. Because he's got the guaranteed crits in 2-block, I believe, where she does not, I think. No! There's that AI. Come on, dude. Don't be that way, Onslaught. Come on, man. What's up, Tomas? How you doing? Or Thomas? 63 months member on YouTube. Got to restart. No, it's all good. Watch on either way. Like, and I thought it was really kind of Old Man Easy to even ask. Watch wherever you are. Like, my longest tenured, most like, I have so many loyal, like amazing channel members and people, viewers on YouTube. But the one who's like had their membership the longest, like, is in my alliance, amazing guy, Ozfan. He was actually asking the other day, and I was like, don't restart all your stuff, man. You stand out on YouTube. We've got a great thing. Like, you watch the videos on YouTube. Watch where you're comfortable. I appreciate all the support. And I think everyone does. Like, I'm sure that's one of the things, and I talked about it in my kind of like news video today that I did, was I feel like there's been really great camaraderie on the Twitch side between all of the MCoC streamers and things. That's how it's felt to me, so hopefully you guys are enjoying that. Let me get you up on the board, dude, for the Luke, or oh, it's Cube the Noob. Thank you so much. I don't remember. I'm still getting used to Twitch pricing and all that. Thank you very much for the follow there, Wolverine. Thank you very much for the subscribe and the follow. It takes a while to get used to the Twitch interface. It is, but the more, dude, the more I use it, the more easy it is, dude. Like, and I think this is like well known. I remember hearing this and reading this, that like YouTube's for videos, Twitch is for streaming, and then it feels like they both kind of like tried to compete with each other on the other, Twitch. I don't know if they necessarily tried to do videos. But YouTube's definitely, you can stream. We have streamed for a while. But starting to do it on Twitch is just so much more smooth. Unawakened, do you think Starkey or Jack is better? Jack. Unawakened, yeah. Unawakened is Jack. I would rank him Unawakened. Let's confirm it though. So there's so many abilities, dude. I feel pretty confident in this one, but I'd hate to send you the wrong way when it's a pretty easy check. Yeah. Definitely fine Unawakened. Dude, gifted memberships from Lee Boyce. Thank you so much, dude. We got to get you up on the board too. I'm not totally sure exactly how much all these things are, but I'm gonna go ahead and have you and Q be tied up there. So thank you very much. I really appreciate these things. All the support is always appreciated. Let me know if you have any questions or anything like that, dude. And Sandy, you got that membership. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. We got a lot of emojis on that side too, buddy. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, buddy. But PM Issy8. Let me know. Hey, thank you so much for being here. Rumor has it that I am a god at this game. Well, listen. I just being fully forthright with you. I am not one of the best players in the world. I'm pretty good. I'm better than most people playing this game because of how much I do play it. But yeah, I am not. You're not going to see me in Celestial this season. If I keep streaming as much as I am and I keep playing Battlegrounds, we'll probably start getting in that realm over a few months or something like that. When I play a lot, I can get decent. But yeah, I would not call me a god. But that's very kind of you to say. Thank you so much. A little salty that my name is not available on Twitch. I tried to add MCoC in front of it. Oh, dude, someone else took Old Man Easy? It is a cool name. I would be salty too, though. We might need to get rid of that thing. Jeez. Yeah. I don't love my bands. Thank you very much for the follow there. Thank you very much for the follow there, Jody. If you've just tuned in, I did set up the alert, spent a bunch of time on them. It's cool to see people utilizing them. Okay, talk about instant returns on your effort and work. Spent quite a bit of time on it. And so it's really cool. I'm glad. I appreciate you all using it. Thank you very much, Thomas. Haven't seen a lot of Korgs. Have not seen many Korgs. Thank you very much for the follow there. Elfie, thank you so much. What an unusual match we have so far. No, that will never work. Shoot, panic pick. Thank you very much, Luke. 12431. Thank you very much. Shoot, that was a panic pick for me on Jack. Dude, this subscription. Vegas too busy yapping as usual. Super bro here saying. Oh, it's like Zach with the gifted subscription. Thank you so much. Oh man. I know they're gonna use Nico for that serpent. Sup, Twitch nerds. Thank you so much, Luke. We'll get your name on the board in just a minute. If I, for some reason, forget, anyone who just looks like we had a couple gifted subs and everything. If I forget, you remind me. That is not spamming. I'm trying really hard not to just totally lose this. But despite myself, I might be. Or in spite of myself, despite myself. Sometimes I use those words wrong. Most people do. But y'all don't seem like the type to give me a lot of crap for it while I'm trying to stream and keep up a chat and play a game. I'll catch up on chat in just a minute, guys. The beauty of Nico is she can heal this all back. Now, we do need Korg to throw a special, though. That can go faster for sure. We're gonna finish this match and then I'll catch up on everything. I appreciate all the donations and support that I can hear coming through. Thank you, everybody. You know, like I said, I haven't seen Korgs or mini Korgs. I think I saw a few on the way through the victory track, so I banned them early. I just didn't have a ton of great counters. At least things I didn't think would be great counters. I need to hold on to... Thank you very much for the follow there. That fight versus Serpent they could get a 50k score. But I've seen like 15,000. Shoot. Sometimes I forget that you have to land a combo. As I said, that fight can be like a 50k score, but I've seen it go wrong. I've seen it go really wrong. And you know what? I don't think they had a very high sig, Nico, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I mean 85s, but one of the beauties of Nico at high sig is when you trigger the miss, she gets like more of the adrenaline, and so that's why you can like make up so much health pool and recover from like a missed intercept or something like that. So if they missed an intercept or something, so like, which is happening, like, come on, you guys have seen me do it. I want to be clear, I'm not trying to embarrass them there. All right, let's check up on this. We just got so much stuff. How's the circuit? Maddie, dude, congratulations on 1 year. If y'all aren't subscribed to Maddie, could you go do me a massive favor? Go subscribe to Maddie MCoC on YouTube. Tell him to start streaming on Twitch as well. It's a good idea. And wish him a happy 1 year anniversary over there on the YouTube side. Let me make sure I've got everyone up here appropriately because we got so many things coming in, and I don't think I got everything. Sandy, hold on. If I forget your question, please go ahead and repeat it. Good to know Jack is good for this. He's wondering, Oz fan. So tomorrow's video will be coming out. I mean, between you, me, and everyone here on Twitch and on YouTube, basically, no, Jack is not producing like the 50K scores, like the ultimate highs you're seeing from Sentinel in some of these fights. However, particularly against like Jean Grey, where the reverse controls can come in and just ruin literally everything, and you're doing so much damage in the bot. Thank you so much for the follow there. I've really leaned on Jack. He's been a absolute staple for me, and I'm okay not getting the A+ score if I'm getting like the A- score and I'm like consistently getting it, and he's helping me handle like a real problematic defender like Jean, who I normally am okay with, but in a meta like this, she's a lot more difficult. All right, we're gonna I'll answer Sandy's question real quick, especially since Sandy just became a member. Would you rank tier 3 wars in competitive wars? So, like, if I'm talking to a bunch of tier 1 players, right? Like Williams in GT40, Cantona's in Salty, right? These are guys in the Illuminati. If I'm talking to them, actually, they're cool. So if I was talking to them, I would still be like, yeah, tier 3, dude, pretty competitive. I know them, they're not going to be dicks and be like, but if I'm talking in general to that crowd, I would probably not say competitive wars because I know they feel strongly like they're competitive, and that's fine. I don't think they're being jerks about it. But yeah, for me, in the big scheme of the game, I think it's competitive enough. Like you've seen me, I'll throw fights into my showcases or war videos or something like that, and I'm like, hey, look, if you're playing above tier 3, which is where me and Upside play, then you can use this as proof of concept. And if you're playing tier 3 or lower, dude, you could do this. Go for it. Have fun. So it's relative. It's a relative thing because we're trying to win. We're boosting. We're having a good time. But no, we're not. I've played tier 1. I played tier 1 for a long time. I've even made top 3 a few times. I part of why I left it is because of the time it takes to do that. What's up, Mike? Thank you so much. All right, now we'll get back on the Twitch side. Zach, I love seeing the emojis used. I will say that's another thing I really love about the Twitch side is the more robust use of emojis, and you know I love my emojis. Stink, what's up, dude? Is Sunday Vega more chill than Thursday afternoon? There is no chill. There's no chill. There's this, and then there's like laying on the sofa like Homer Simpson, eating donuts and watching TV. There's not a lot in between. My wife says, she's like, one of the best and worst things about me is she's like, you're so all or nothing. Like, why is there no in the middle? You're like, yeah, we got to do it all. Or you're like, I hate this. This sucks. I just want to lay down. I'm like, well, because it's fun to be that way. All right. So let's get Zachariah. Dude, thank you so much. All right. I think all of these things are around the same. So we're going to just put them all up there. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Zach Rika. I apologize. I totally butchered that. I can also tell I've been doing too much computer work today. My vision's not exactly amazing to begin with, but I'm struggling here. That was my mistake. I unfollowed, then refollowed. Oh, well, hey, I appreciate it. You're helping me make sure all my alerts are working. I appreciate it. Hey, that's not a mistake. You're making sure my efforts feel worthwhile. I thought it was YouTube, the heart. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Thomas. I just realized my thing is naturally 160. Took him to R4, see what he can do. So let's talk on that. I want to get through this, and then I want to talk about that a little bit, especially because I know we just elevated him in the tier list. And he's a better example of the thing that we talked about with Penny a while ago, in my opinion. Better have the stream for 3 hours? Why? Oh, you need your Twitch drops. Is that what it is? You need your Twitch drops? I'll try to be back tomorrow before it's over. I'm watching this whole stream. Thank you so much, Jody. I appreciate it. What's up, Backdraft? How you doing? Do I think Ronan will be a great defender? Great. No. Good. Yes. I think he's going to do his job. Like, and I know that sucks. Like, if you were really hoping for like a Rhino buff and to like, that doesn't seem like what you got. But I think Rhino's going to be good, and I think they're very clearly they're not going to be as difficult a defender as Captain Britain. Well, actually, to me, I think they're going to be a lot like Captain Britain. I don't think they'll be as potent, maybe that's the word to use, as Captain Britain, but I think they're very rough tools to be like, we don't want you using these champions. We want to give space for these champions. And I think that's going to be the role of Rhino. Thank you so much for all the subscribers. We got Chuck, we got Smooth, we got Shade, we got Gibbs, Jay, Bem, York. Or I guess these are follows. These are follows. You have to forgive me. Some of the YouTube reflexes come out. Green, Jojo, Elo, what's up? Kamita, I like that name. Thank you so much for the follow, JWB. Did you just start Twitch? Yes, this is like the first week. This is my first week. Well, I'll be doing Relic tier list soon. I'll get to that. You have some pretty solid. We got a good emoji game here, Zach. You on my Discord. It's if I was doing a tier list of things I'm good at, emoji game would be very, very high. I'd definitely be tier above all. No disrespect. None. That's not disrespectful at all. Are you able to add the purgatory good morning star emote? I could look into that, dude. It's good morning, but that would be fun, dude. Let me look into that. Someone requested the Medusa stab the other day, and so I got that added in there. Just want to report that the snow is starting to come down in Chicago. Looking for promise of real nasty. I'm very excited about that game, as you know. Okay, here's the thing with the Relic tier list. Maddie, am I winning at life? I think I am, my friend. And yeah, I think I'm winning in the game overall right now too. So the Relic tier list will not look like it did in the past. We could do something similar with the battle casts, because those are so tailored to like specific champions, right? They're part of why Kabam has moved off of them and gone to these stat casts. We still don't even know like all the stat casts in the game. I'm not kidding. Thank you so much for the follow there. And that is making it wildly difficult to truly analyze them. Just being fully forthright with you all is man. I have one more rank 4 I can do, and it's been so tempting to do Nefaria, because earlier when we talked about Kindred, Nefaria was the one, and William was like, Nefaria has been one of their go-tos for Kindred. But I mean, I really like Nefaria. He's an absolute health pool, health bar battery, but I don't know. The bands. So with Cassandra bands, and I see I banned Maestro. I would love a reason to take Maestro to rank 4, and this meta feels like it might be it. I also see Spiral doing really good things, and I think she's going to be good for the next meta, where some of my security blanket mystics might not be. So I'm kind of intrigued by that as well. I got a lot of things I want to do. Hey, congratulations there, Lord Shane. As you can see, I'm not totally dialed in on the draft, but the little bit of attention I paid to it, I feel like we have a massive advantage. I'm going to try to dial in here so I don't blow a total massive advantage. Oh man, easy. You're on both screens, man. I appreciate it a lot. You know I do. Thank you. It's hard. It's hard to know the statcast because they're single. Yeah, there's just so much about the statcast. There's so many at once. Like I think the websites that have these things that track them have them all, but and so ooh, that dude, that is a nice score. How did you do that? That must have been some crazy good intercepting going on over there. Nice fight. I love Red Guardian. I think most of you all know that. I love Red Guardian. And viewer actually, whose name is escaping me at the moment, put me onto him for this meta. I didn't think he'd work, and it's been amazing. It's been amazing. No crit. Ugh, that sucks. Amazing fight. That's you, yeah. Dude, hell of a fight. That was crazy cool. I know it's not the result you wanted, but still, I respect that. I haven't even tried that matchup. We'll get back to the relic thing. I haven't totally forgotten. And I always appreciate when you guys remind me in chat. You get me back on track. No! What the hell is that? I did not authorize that. That was an unauthorized attack into my face. That was not okay. Did not appreciate it. Did not appreciate it. Came out with a hell of a score there anyways. Nico, the healing machine that she is. Because I know that they're here, I don't wanna influence their score. Yelena's absolutely busted on attack this meta. Finally duped her and R3'd her yesterday for defense and had to use her for attack today. I got some shot. Dude, yeah. Dude, Lord, for sure. I took her to rank 4. This meta finally got me to do it too. And I've enjoyed the heck out of her. In fact, it's funny because it feels flipped. Where, dude, serpent, man. Big old jerk with a huge hammer and a massive mustache, man. Like, he just, yeah, GG's, dude. GG's. Absolutely. Thanks so much for, like, tuning in and letting us know you're here, too. Like, that Red Guardian fight was awesome. What were we saying there? Oh, so I think traditionally, Yelena, you draft her, you think of her as a defender, for sure. But there's some matchups that she can handle for you, especially because of her poison immunity. And I'm looking forward to regular metas where I can start learning those matchups. Like right now, I just know attack Yelena heading into block. I throw her on defense sometimes because people expect me to use her on offense. And then we get to the final one and I'm like, all right. And I place her on defense and they're just like, they're not having a good time. They're not enjoying themselves. I know because I've been there. Back on to Twitch. Next star 4. What's up? It's between these two, North Star and Cyclops. Let's stick 140. Who are you picking? I would go Cyclops. I just don't enjoy North Star. I wanted. Thank you so much for the follow, Jorge. Really appreciate it, buddy. And looks like we got a follow from Nate as well. 3DDI, JWB, York, Chuck. Thank you so much for all these follows. Elia, thank you so much. A lot of these names, it's like hard to know where to stop them. I realize I may have butchered various names. I never really enjoyed North Star. I really wanted to get into him. Apparently, like in French, his name is actually Vega. And I was like, dude, that'd be amazing. I could throw the game onto French and I'd be like, look, I'm playing Vega. And it just, I just never could get into him. I just couldn't. So I would go Cyclops, who I actually like Cyclops a lot. He's just not the best BG's champion. That's why you don't see him that much on YouTube. He can also get cornered and stuff a little bit. He's not a perfect champion. I don't think he's supposed to be. There's an advantage of having both Twitch and YouTube on. When one is on a commercial break, you can switch. Ooh, I like that. Old man easy. If you could just go around putting that into a lot of my chats, dude, that'd be amazing. Maybe we can give you a little kickback or something. Thanks, OME. I appreciate it. And if I missed any donations or anything, please, again, just let me know. Be like, hey, I did a thing, dude. Give me credit, because credit should be given. I do grid safety in Michigan and not looking forward to the blizzards. Keep it up over there, man. Oh, man. Yeah, thanks for all the work you do, dude. That's important stuff, keeping people safe. So just a small problem, though, is going to be nasty. The forecast is 20 miles per hour. Oh, man. It is a big deal for a football game, for the city itself, yeah. Who's the new God tier champ in this game anyway? I think the last one, and I think there's even some debate on him, would be Spider-Man Peter Pavarkar. I want to see. Thank you so much for the follow there, Brooke. I want to see, and I'm not want to make it sound like Blue Marvel will be the thing that determines everything. I'm not trying to overstate it. But there is a lot of reason to think Blue Marvel is going to be like, let's say at least like a tier above all champion, right? In my tier list. Like, there's going to be a dominant champion, has a lot of stuff, maybe even a little bit of a dual threat. Like, I understand why we're all thinking that. And it's exciting. The game should be exciting. It's fun, right? But I don't, at the same time, I don't want to put too much on Blue Marvel, like one champion. I'm excited for him coming too. I'm so with you all. But one of the things I think Kabam is doing, with Ascension, is the champions coming out are just like a little more muted, just like a little more. Like maybe they just play into just their class a little bit, and they don't destroy like the whole class. I think Spider-Man, I don't know, he feels like a little bit of an outlier, but truly, like even I did like the best champions in the game, and like Grass did a great video on the best champions of 2025. He does not feel as busted, whatever term you want to use, as like Nico. And he just doesn't. I know he's great where he pops off. He really is, and I love him. And so I just don't. I want to let the year play out, basically. I'm really excited for Blue Marvel. If Blue Marvel does not come out a little busted, a little OP, I'll start being like, okay, I think I'm starting to see a bit of a pattern here. If Blue Marvel comes out kind of busted OP, then we might be right back to how 2025 was. It's a good Mystic. It's a good Mystic crowd. Yeah, that's a good deck. It's a good deck. Maddie, what's up, dude? So I think Doctor Strange is really good. I'm gonna be doing an opening. I should focus on what I'm doing. I did an opening for JJJ live stream, and then we tested him. I'll be doing the same for Doctor Strange on Tuesday. I'm very excited about it. It's why I didn't get out a video on Buff Strange. Feels a little early for all of these champions. Might have been a wasted reroll, but what else? We live and learn. Or we don't learn. You know, you don't have to learn. No one's gonna make you. I forgot I put Guardian in the deck. How's his block holding up in this meta? Does anyone know? What's up, Sanskrit? Maddie, you're enjoying the Strange? I really liked him. I have a ton of, because I took my 6-star during 5 Ascended. I have a ton of footage, too. I was all ready to go, but I got out videos on the other 3 buff champions that day. And I was like, I think it was like 12:30 in the morning or something. I was like, I gotta go to bed. And I'm doing an opening anyway, so, like, thank you so much for the follow, though, Aaron. I want to see my boy Paviter. He's been... Pedro, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. The first Apocalypse as well. Tap, tap, swipe. Love it. That's how I play this game. Didn't enjoy seeing the last second soul part. Let's see. We got a weird one here, folks. Thank you very much. Is that Sanscripts on both sides in stereo Sanscripts. Thanks for being here, dude. You always ask the best questions right as I start a match. And I want to talk, I want to answer. I'm gonna go for it, but Dust always beats me to the punch. Always. I should not go for it anymore. Actually didn't mean to do that. I'm getting... You're going to be like, you seeing a silver lining in that fight? I'm getting better at the light intercept versus Dust. That's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. Nice fight, Shark fight. Shark hot. That is heartbreaking. Is there... Maddie, I know you're an amazing player. Is it possible to beat Dust off the start like that? I never beat her, ever. She always gets me. Like, it's consistent. I think I'm donezo's no matter what I do here. Red, what's up? Thank you so much for the follow. What's up, him? Yeah, we ain't winning this one. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Good job, dude. Good job. Really smart. Really, really smart. We don't get to see the SV3 animation very often, do we? Just wanted everyone to see it. Figured, you know, it's been a while since you've seen his SV3 animation, and those artists work really hard on it. Nice matchup. Played like ass. Yeah, you can. I hate light attack starting though. Most BG matches, it's the place to do it, but it sucks when you miss and they 5-on. Yeah, because you feel like the match is already over. It just started, it's already over. But you know, I watched Cantona's video on just like getting better at the basics of fighting in Battlegrounds, and he talked about it. I'm like, it is true. You know, like I think unless I just feel so safe about my matchup, or in a meta like this, or maybe it might not be the best idea. I'm gonna just consistently go for it. It feels a little bit like how I play blackjack, where it's like I'm just gonna consistently put the odds in my favor as best I can, as often as I can, and stick with it. And I know that it's odd, so sometimes I'm going to lose, but if I stay consistent over time, I should do better. So that's how I'm gonna try to stay. But Dust just kicks my ass. Ready to watch me cook? All right, let's go. Let's go. There was a really cool question. What was it? Nico's busted because she's so good. Nico's just outrageous. Thank you for your answers. Of course. Thank you for being here. Got to get that DPX to Sig 160. I know, Cube. I'm still holding out for that next rank 4, or for there to be another big addition of rank 4 materials to come into the game, and then I'll do my last rank 4 probably for the next meta, and then I'll use the 6 stones. So I'm obviously trying, right? I'm obviously trying. But right now, I still feel like I'm filling out the meta, I'm filling out the matchups, and that sort of thing. And the week 1-2 meta typically isn't the week 1-2 meta typically isn't where this is disheartening. Isn't typically where people are pushing super hard anyway. Hey, what's up, Elijah? I think I saw you in Maddie's chat today. Thank you so much for the follow there. Broncos, dude. I assume Denver Broncos. I had to hurriedly delete some like congratulation messages to people yesterday. Not even delete, just be more like, I'm sorry. Like, I meant the congratulations. I'm not being sarcastic and being an a-hole hours later. I'm sorry about that. That sucks to have like, it feels like both teams lost yesterday. It feels like everyone lost yesterday, except for Seahawks. Thank you so much for all the follows, y'all. I really do appreciate it. T. Nix, Robert, Angel. I didn't do any rank ups for this meta. I would wait if I didn't want to. Yeah, the champions I ranked up were like, I want to rank them anyway. This meta's given me a reason to do it, essentially. And there's nothing like streaming and trying to put on a pretty decent show and try to get better at BGs. There's nothing like that to make you be like, I'm going to use some of my rank up resources. Yeah. What's up, Tap Tap Swipe? Thanks for being here, dude. Wait a minute. I'm falling for a trap here, aren't I? Yeah. Don't fight a lot of spots. Not to make excuses, but I'm pretty sure I'm losing this anyway. I went in just being like, okay, I'm shocked by that. I am absolutely floored right now. Spot on D for this meta will be interesting. Yeah, it does seem like a really smart play. Like, so I'll wait till we're done. I think you guys probably know why I did not expect to win. But sometimes they're just outrageously smart players who play really well and they hustle. Maddie, you're back in SSX or in 4 Loki? You're in one of the two, right? Playing like tier 1 war, right? I feel like last you and I chatted. It's been a while since we like, chatted. It's not going to be as cool as I thought it was going to be. Once you get to SP3 with abs, it is... Oh, what? And I can't dex this either. Fun. Hold your block, dude. Well, anyways, once you get to SP3 with Zorby Man in this meta, he just demolishes champions into block. Yeah, 4 Loki. Awesome, dude. That seems like such a great landing spot for you. Because I know you guys take war seriously, but you're not like, well, you guys make your own priorities. But I saw B's video recently, and I think that's a great. I'm happy for B. I hope he ends up really, really happy with the game. Peter Provarker slapped. Yeah, he does, dude. He's amazing. And I will say, so I'll say it now because it looks like it's we're gonna win this one. When I saw this account, I was like, we're facing a modder, but I was like, no, there's a chance that this is just a really smart player hustling, you know, stick 200 domino, placing spot, tricking people. It'd be cool. I hope this is just a really, really smart player who hustles and plays well. That'd be cool. I want to rank up Omega Red and Corvus before I decide to drop war ranks more. Okay, so I saw that out of the corner of my eye. I couldn't read your whole comment. So I just saw that you wanted to rank up OR and Corvus, and that's what reminded me to be like, I can't remember if you're at SSX or at 4 Loki. When players get, thank you so much for the follow there, East. When players get Rhinos and some starter, do you think he is primarily defender? Yes. No. So, you know what's weird, dude, Charles, is I tested Rhino the day his buff went live. And it was really hard. It was really difficult to like fully grasp where his damage was. I recall thinking his damage wasn't that bad, and he was really fun to play. But then so many players were like, dude, his damage is so god awful. And it was also, it wasn't like, it was players who consistently test the same fights. And so that's why I was like, okay, I guess his damage was worse than I realized. So I think he's going to be just pretty much a defender. But sometimes we get a little surprised, like by what a champion's able to do as a 7-star because of stat focuses and challenge ratings and stuff. So we'll see. But his damage seemed pretty bad. Well, to me it seemed like a B minus, and he was really fun to play, and I knew he was a defender. But it seems like to most people it was pretty much like F tier. Yeah, I thought that was very smart with Spot because if I remember his abilities, it's like when you counteract his miss, you take Rupture, right? That's what happened with Gene. Because I was all like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to go in and destroy this. And then, like, midway through, I was like, I walked into a trap, didn't I? Blue Marvel being a science champ might take a while for the community to appreciate his utilities. Science champs are typically known for controlling the fight and not eye-popping numbers. Also true, right? Also absolutely true. And, like, again, like, I'm not gonna be scared of the elephant or whatever. Like I'm not scared of the thing. I don't know. I'm mixing up my metaphors here. Like we all know, most people know that like DLL designed him. The guy designs very powerful champions, and that's part of like with Jean Grey. Like I've been consistently saying for a very long time, we're going to find more uses for Jean Grey. This girl's just different, and I'm a big fan. Like you go back many months. Like I don't even think it's on my current Discord server. It might be. My timeline might be a little off. Where I'm like, I think she might be the best mutant. Like, but it was not definitive. It was like going up against Onslaught. Some people still think it's Onslaught. And so I do think DLL has a really good skill for designing power that like you can't immediately see or you don't know how it's going to turn out or something like that. But at the same time, oh shoot, I'm not paying enough attention. I don't want to put like the weight of the world on DLL. You know what I mean? Like Patriot's a good champion. I think Patriot gets unfairly dogged on because he's not Nico Minoru. You know what I'm saying? So I want to keep my critiques like fair and game based as much as possible. So, but that's why I'm hyped for Blue Marvel regardless because of the character. I think it's awesome and all that. But we all know that's a big part of why so much of the community is so excited for him. Is because they know who's designing them. You know, I do that with all the champions. It's like when I find out that Honeydew's designing a champion, I'm like, God, yeah, I'm pretty excited. You know, I also know some of the other designers, you know, from being in the CCP, so I get excited for their champions as well too. Caro's still on the board. So I think we're going to take my boy Jack, my insurance policy. Thank you so much for the follow there. We got TLE and D Hay. Again, I know I butchered what y'all are doing on there. I apologize. I always feel better about butchering names when I don't think they're people's actual names. Like one of my closest friends in MCoC for seriously years. We don't chat anymore. Actually, we not that like intentionally. I just left line chat. But he had the acronym. It was taken it easy, but I read it as Taknatesi. That's one of my favorite stories. We're all dumb sometimes. I don't like this draft. Okay, I like this much better. This is more to my liking. I'll get back on that chat on the YouTube side as soon as this one's over. I have no idea why your drop progress isn't moving. I've got like it's crazy how many people are having, not in a good way. It's not good crazy. It's like so many people are having so much difficulty with the drops, man. I'm sorry. I would contact Kabam support. I don't know what else to say, and I apologize. All right, they can get a good score there. I've done that fight, I think, in 50K, so I need to focus. Paolo, thank you very much, dude. Shoot, I should not have let her trigger her pure light. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna lose that one. Where can you? Okay, so you see in the upper right hand side of Twitch, it looks kind of like a file box that you would see like on a desk or something like that. That's a nice fight. You still have to play that well. That's not like super easy because of the unblockable on Fury. So you click on like it looks like a mailbox on the upper right hand side of the Twitch bar. Click there, and it's like notifications, and you should be able to see like the drops that are available and your progress towards them. Steel? Steel's here? What's up, Steel? I done this to myself, man. Yeah, I did this to myself. I got no one to blame but me. In fact, even this was dumb. Just continuing to make mistakes. This is good. This is good. This is good. This was a loss. Dude, and I had a massive advantage on this one too. Oh well, we're done. Let me know if you could find your progress there. Who's your daddy? If you guys can't, you should be able to. So it's under notifications. Yeah, that was winnable too. Nice job, Damon. Just kicking my butt. I said I was going to get back to something. I got 50K with Spider-Punk against Dusk. Only the special 2 was into her block. Dude, Spider-Punk is awesome, and it's cool to see a meta like this. If you survive, Nico on defense. Yeah, if I survive. I flubbed the whole thing. Yeah. I think we're doing pretty well today though. Yeah. I'll be happy with slowly treading water, slowly climbing over the next week. Yeah, Harvey. I went for the special 2 too early. I don't even know why I did it. Like I didn't need to. There was no reason to do it. go to, thank you very much for helping people out. Because obviously it's, or not obviously, but it seems like I know a different way than you all. I apologize. My wife is calling, which is a bit of a surprise. I will be right back. Hello? Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Letting me know that I'm not muted. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, we should be back. Oh, that's right. I was talking to you all. I was saying that my wife helped me level up the my skills here on doing the things. As far as playing BGs, doing a draft, doing bans, 2 chats, trying to run an actual stream, and now taking phone calls and messaging with my wife. As shown, I have literally nothing. Or do we just get raided by Dread? What is up, dude? Dread, I just got a phone call from my wife, so I am highly distracted. I appreciate all of these. Follows that are coming in. Thank you very much, everybody. You are arriving at maybe the most distracted I've ever been while streaming. My wife called me, and when I went to answer, the phone just went off. And I've messaged her, and there's nothing. Yeah, drops are on. Faust, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for being for the follow. Yeah. I guess there's nothing I can do about it right now. Might as well play. Looks like I still got the fun aura. Dude, Sentinel is very good, but and you know what? I'm not going to say anything about Sentinel because I'm obviously very distracted. And thank you everyone else. I see all the like first time chats. What's up, Dread? Thank you so much for being here, dude. Thanks for bringing over so many people. I think you all heard me. I think I'm off mute now. My wife called me. She knew I was streaming, so looks like we won somehow. She wouldn't normally call unless something was going on. Yeah. Um, let's see here. Go with Gene. Oh, did the Pats win? Congratulations. Absolutely congratulations. I will admit I had no interest in the game whatsoever, despite being an NFL fan. Um, but congratulations. I know it's fun when your team wins, dude. That's awesome. And I mean, jeez. I don't want to jinx y'all, but dude, I mean, yesterday could not have gone better for whoever won the Texans Patriots game, right? Wow, I'm actually almost forgetting to pick my pre-fights here. In case I haven't said it yet, I'm a little distracted. So we didn't let Dark Phoenix get away with the unauthorized hitting like she did last time. Last time I didn't ask her and she just hit me in the face. And I was like, that is not okay. That is not okay. I don't care what you look like. We'll out-goth you. We're Nico. I'm pretty sure we're going to win this one. I'm going to put myself back on mute. I'm going to call my wife. Again, I apologize. This isn't normally how we do things around here, but I hopefully you all understand. And unless some sort of emergency is going on, which I highly doubt, I'll come back and we'll at least finish up the chat. All right, we back. All seems to be okay. Just some kind of annoying, frustrating stuff on for her, which sucks. I'll go ahead and catch up on YouTube real quick. Does Sentinel's SB2 work on Invade? Yeah, Elijah's explaining it there. I don't think he's a great matchup for Kindred. I had one earlier today that felt like it was going okay. And so I wanted to give it a try, but you saw what happened. Also, like, Sentinel's a new rank 4 for me. I've never liked Sentinel, even back in like the 6-star days. It was very clunky, and I did have that happen to me there. The fight was already over, or I think we did win because Kindred's like the worst in this meta. And so mine, had a higher sig than theirs, which is probably why I won. But I did feel the clunkiness of Sentinel in that one. Yeah, all seems fine. Thank you very much, Mike. Like, if somebody was like horribly wrong, I think she would have, I don't know, whatever. I wasn't like worried. I was just more like, this is unusual. I feel badly for her right now. Some frustrating stuff's happening. She'll be okay. Okay, let's go back on the Twitch side. Thank you very much. I saw all the follows. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you. Shage, Ash, John, Pretty Pete. That's a great name. Evan, Fausty, I saw you. What's up, Mark? Back when Brady lost in the playoffs, I stopped watching for the year. Ooh. Yeah, well, if you were watching the Brady years, y'all don't know how good you had it. Thank you so much for the follows there, Alex, MB, and King. Seahawks, dude, Seahawks looked redonkulous. And I'm aware. The Seahawks destroyed the 49ers that beat my Eagles last week. So maybe the 49ers did the Eagles a favor by preventing them from getting just absolutely embarrassed. Because the Seahawks just were like, usually the team that had the first round bye, there's like a little bit of rest. There was no rest. They came out hard. They came out ready to roll. Coffee, thank you so much for the follow. King Jingle, thank you so much. Alex. Yeah. Go Birds. Yeah, still a Birds fan. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. Watching your team get embarrassed is not fun. It is not a good time. It is not a good time. We'll be back. We'll be back. A lot of rumors actually on the OC search. Yeah, I mean the yeah. Who would you rather see? Bears or Rams? Who would you rather see in the next game? I don't mean like as in watch. I mean as a Seahawks fan, who would you prefer to match? I think that was clear, but just in case. Yeah. The Bears. Dude, the Bears are... I don't think they're just plucky. I think they're good. I've really been watching them. I've really enjoyed them. In fact, I don't know how much longer we're going to go because I want to watch the Bears. Renoshi. Great name, dude. Crow. Thank you so much for being here. I think I said hello to you, Coffee Mountain, but if not, thank you so much for being here. I don't love any of these this early. I like these a lot better. I want freaking revenge for that. For the Stark Spider-Man versus Photon. Photon's been doing that to me this meta. Like I'll have a fight and it's going beautiful. And then Photon's like, how would you like to lose 20% of your health with me hitting you in the block once? Does that sound fun? I'm like, no, it doesn't. And she's like, I don't effing care. It's going to happen, son. What's up? Wesleyan? Oh, great name, dude. Let's see here. Do we think that they will get... No, we don't. And that Sentinel's a menace over there, dude. Thank you so much for all these follows. I see them coming in. Thank you, Kevin. Nathan. J-Dub, thank you so much for being here, dude. It's always funny as I'm starting to stream more and try to, again, like knock the rust off. It is feel funny for me because I want to talk to you all about like what I'm thinking, and I probably still should, but it's like, I don't want them to know what I'm doing. We'll take you and you because you are very good. Yeah, damn it. I'm playing you? All right, good luck. Oh, that is you. The name even lines up. Dude, your Sentinel is problematic. Thank you for giving me the chance to get sweet, sweet revenge on the mean, evil Photon. Dude, I kind of want to see Abs cook Nimrod. I wish us both 51k scores. Thank you so much for all these follows. I see them coming in. Boz, what's going on? Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Hershey. I was like, thank you so much, Hershey. Dude, nice fight. That's a hell of a fight right there from you, Violent Snail. That is good stuff, dude. That was one broken champion versus another broken champion, with Starkey going up against Abs. Carl. Yeah, Starkey when he works, dude. Most amazing champ in the game. I absolutely love him. You know what? I'm going to give myself a fighting chance, man. Let's go. Let's have a broken champion off. Whose champions have more OPness? We're about to find out. No! You've got to be kidding me. I hate you, Serpent. This is why no one likes you. No! That was bull. Oh! That was such bull crap. That is my fault for being greedy on the adrenaline, though. That is my fault for being greedy. I was being greedy. Oh, dude, no! Ah. Nice fight, Snail. Yeah, you know, I love this matchup, though. I'll have to watch it back later. I don't think I need, obviously I didn't need to wait as long as I did. I was building up the adrenaline from the mess. So it's my own fault. Crap. Well. Sentinel does not want to cooperate. You tricked me. I fell for it. What? What did I do wrong? Why do I keep messing up this fight on stream, but when I do it not on stream, I'm fine? Whatever. Nice job, Violent Snail. Unless something went terribly wrong, you won. GG's. 100%. Dude, that is a really tough fight. Well done. I found Jean to be very difficult because I'm breaking the shield so early that like it happens while I'm hitting her block, which is not at all what I'm used to. So it's like fighting muscle memory. I don't know what happened there though. I don't isn't that only like a rank 3 Sentinel too? I don't understand why that works sometimes and not other times. What did I do? Thank you so much for following, mijo. And we got Jelly here too. Thank you so much. Gianca, thank you for the follow. Slum, thank you so much. Jay. Die. Okay, I want to answer a question really quick. And it was funny because I saw it, but I didn't want to talk too much. Why am I blocking with Nico? Just to get openings. Like, it's... with Nico, remember, you can... obviously, I made a mistake. Serpent parried me, which I still think was BS, but it happened. Is with Nico, you heal back so much from the adrenaline. So I've gotten over 50k scores against Serpent. Like, I have multiple video copies of it. If I get the time, I'll put out a short on it. And so you just get back all the adrenaline. And then if your Nico is high sig, here I'll go back to the champion profile so you can actually see it. If your Nico is a high sig, and this is one of the reasons to have her high sig, when she causes an attack to miss, she passively gains 2,197. You can see it. Of the adrenaline. So like I'll throw my special one. Serpent took a long time to attack into me. I left myself open, but then he started hitting. I'm just gaining back the adrenaline, and then I'm just going to heal it back up from doing the damage to finish him off. Like it's I've found it to be really effective this meta. So yeah, that's why I went for as many intercepts and stuff too. Is like even if I've healed back with Nico from like making a mistake or the defender intercepting me instead. Probably should have done more damage through the block. Yeah, I'll have to watch that later. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I've done more damage through the... That matchup's felt odd. I'm clearly messing something up, obviously. But I'm not claiming that like something's wrong. I want to be clear. I'm saying that I messed something up. All right, I think I'm going to do one more match, and then I want to go watch these bears, dude. And as standard for Battlegrounds, I'm about where I started. I think if we lose, I'm about where I started. If we win, then obviously I'll be ahead. Great matchup, Violent Snail. That was fun. Yeah, the first SB2, I did hit into block, but that was not intentional. I was trying to special intercept. Yeah, GG's, buddy. That was awesome. Thanks for being here. Larson, but like, I got to look at my successful fights. So you think I should have just taken Sentinel's health bar down farther? That was only a rank 3, too. It looks like I was losing because Snail played their side so well, regardless, but still. What's up, by the way, Larson? Thanks for being here, dude. All right. Nefarious got to go. I want to get rid of that Punisher, but let's see what else there is. Let's get rid of that sneaky Maestro. That Morto's staring at me, and he's like, I'm going to cause you a problem, son. But I think we're going to have to let that happen. All right, Larson, all right. Everyone who, anyone, I see the comment about not being able to claim on Twitch. Check your notifications, make sure your account's linked, and then, unfortunately, the best I can do is contact Kabam support. I am sorry that I can't provide any more help than that. How bad does Mega Sentinel need her dupe? Just brought her 6-star vision rank 3. What does her dupe do? I think that's like high sig. It allows her to keep her armors. There's something else that is important. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. We can take a look at it when we're done here. Remind me if I forget. This is my last match, and so if I forget, please write it in the chat again, okay? It's not my intention to forget. Felt weird to not take care of Lena. She's so versatile and been so incredible for me this meta, but I think I needed a defender. Yes, Cole is definitely worth an Awakening Gem, in my opinion. Let me check on the SIG, though. But I remembered being like, I'm taking him to high SIG immediately, as soon as I was able to test him in CCP. I was in CCP at the time. You know, guys, if there's no better sign to stop streaming Battlegrounds, I think I've gotten them in my last 2 Deadpool fights. So this will definitely be our last one. I have no idea what I messed up there, but again, obviously I messed something up. That fight should have ended. So sometimes you gotta read. Sometimes you gotta read the room. I would take up Nico first. I think between two absurd champions, she is. I feel like the answers that the fights that Nico handles for you are more demanding or more in demand, despite Carolina being absurd. Here we'll go here. I see why they did the emojis. That's funny. Okay, it's even funnier now. Yeah, this is what I was saying earlier about why I like Jack. Yeah, now I'm just all out of sorts. It's time to go. The lights are getting real low. Okay, should have stopped after the last one. I remember Cantona's video. He's like, once you can tell you're done, you're done. So we will be signing off. We'll answer questions though before we go. Omega Sentinel. I want to do the emoji to salute my opponent here, and then I'll check out Omega Sentinel Sig for you because I don't want to give you the wrong advice. Well played to them. Omega Sentinel. Let's see here. I remember it has something to do with the armors, but what's the other line? The passive energy resistance. I mean, that's nice. You don't often use Uner for that, though. Omega Sentinel's special 2 attack inflicts an additional incinerate debuff for each prowess effect on the opponent. For each armor up that is consumed by special attack. I don't think it's necessary. The way the game is today, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, that'd be nice. For the additional incinerate debuff for each prowess. Like, that's often where you're like, the way the game is now, you're not only using her against mutants with prowess. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Still debating between Bastion, Sentinel, and Warlock for my next R4. I don't know who yet. If you've got Bastion Awaken at decent sig, I still think he is the best. I do understand though why like your really high tier BGs players aren't massive fans of him, and he is more like structured. He is more like you've got to do the steps. So I fully get it, but I think he's insane. KP doing work for me this meta. Hey, what's up, Luke? Just got back. You turned in. I just had like probably my 2 worst matches of the stream. So after some pretty good ones, so it's time to go. What's up, people champ? How you doing, man? Thank you very much, God of the Abyss. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Yeah, Elijah, sometimes it's like that was one of the, again, Cantona's video series has been very good. There was a lot of great advice, like on the plane, the champions, all that. I've listened to a lot of it. And one of my big takeaways was I would do this. Like, I'm obviously like, I've fallen off a cliff. Like, it's not just like my opponent's gotten better drafts and stuff. And my opponents have played well, but I also playing like dump. So like, it's tempting as a streamer to just keep playing because you're like, oh, I want to stream. There's a lot of people here. Let's have fun. We're having a good time. But it's like, okay, but your Battleground score is just going to suffer, and you're probably not going to like start playing better unless you're like Pepe or Barrow, and you're like going to go for hours and hours and hours, and you're like that good. So I think when you start playing bad in Battlegrounds, just like cut it off. You know, that's my. I'm gonna do my best to actually take that advice right now. Would it be a bad idea to R4 Omega Sentinel unduped? If you need her, go for it. She's worthy, but she's not like one of the best tech champions anymore. So if you like her and she's gonna help you out, like yeah, go for it. But she's like I feel like a lot of the like questing fights and stuff where you could use it rank 3, you'd probably be fine, you know. But if you want to, it's a game. Have fun. Like she's good enough. She's well in that group of like if you want to rank her, go for it. I hope to rank 4 when. I think Nagase just did that, and Sammy did too, right? And then on Twitch, what's up, guys? Yes, this is the Invade meta. You don't like that? Some people do like it, Fury. From Twitch, bro, I can claim for watching. I don't know. I have no idea, guys. Like I've been able to claim them. A lot of people have. I want to be clear. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not blaming you. What I'm saying is that a lot of folks have been able to. I would contact Kabam support. I'm sorry. Like stuff just, it's part of playing this game, man. And I'm not even blaming Kabam. I'm just saying like stuff goes wrong, and I am sorry. Who would you rank up first? You know, we talked about this. I would go. If you like Carolina, though, like let's say you don't like playing Nico and you love playing Carolina, I would go with Carolina. Carolina's that good. She's good enough. And I think much like Nico, we're going to continue to find uses for her. Like having that much power gain, she's very relevant for the game with her, like, what's she call it? Like invalidate, I think is what they call it. No, eradicate. Whatever she does, some sort of Kate thing to armor ups is pretty meta relevant. Just again, Nico shutting down like the whole cosmic class is what puts Nico just a little bit above. We need Blizzard in the game. Let's do it. Travando? All right. Unfortunately, I don't know what that means. I have a feeling it's a language outside of English, or I'm just totally missing it. Should I awaken Scream with the Cosmic Gem? I would not. Scream is very similar to what we're talking about with these champions in that, like, look, she's good. She really is. But, like, she never got a ton of time in the sun. ¿Cómo hago para declamar los drop? As you can tell from my Spanish, I don't speak Spanish super well, so I'm not going to know how to answer you. But I unfortunately, I think contact Kabam support. I'm really sorry, guys. I should get a link to... in fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to write that down to get a link to Kabam's Discord server so that we can link it. If you can, you probably understand what I'm saying. Join Kabam's Discord server. They have it somewhere in there. And there's a lot of people there that like can give you direct links and things. I'm sorry you can't get them because I know it's part of why people want to watch and it's part of why I'm on Twitch. So it would be much cooler if people could get them very easily. So just on the Scream thing though, we have work in progress on the YouTube side. Work's a very smart player saying that he feels like a Scream's gonna be really good in the next Battlegrounds meta. So I'm not saying like no, don't do it. You're like it's a horrible idea. It's just a Scream is kind of in that like third-ish tier of champions where like she's really good if you really like her, but it feels like the game's kind of moved on. Other cosmic champions like so and so on the screen are better. But if you like Scream, she's very worthy of ranking up and gems and all that stuff. Who deserves generic gem 7-star right now? Dude, I mean, so many champions in the game. If you have a couple options you want to list, I'll stay on for like another 30 seconds and answer that. If you have a couple champions you're considering, or a few, not a couple, I'm not limiting it to 2. Thank you so much for the follow there. Tax sidestepper. Hiding in plain sight, huh? I like that. I was just watching your latest video and you mentioned the Twitch drop. So here I am. Thank you so much, Chapin. I apologize because I'm signing off here. Who deserves generic gem 7-star right now? Dude, I mean, so many champions in the game. If you have a couple options you want to list, I'll stay on for like another 30 seconds and answer that. If you have a couple champions you're considering, or a few, not a couple, I'm limiting it to 2. Thank you so much for the follow there. Tax sidestepper. But thank you, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you continue to watch on Twitch. Well, in fact, is there anyone? In fact, that's what I should do right now. Is see who else is on, so we can possibly raid. But I mean, how could everyone not be watching the Bears right now? You know what I mean? I don't think anyone is streaming YouTube right now. So we will look at Twitch. And as someone who's still learning how to operate Twitch better, it looks like none of the channels I follow are currently streaming. I am seeing a channel called Bobsy, and they look like they're maybe doing an arena. So we can go ahead and we can go and maybe we can try to raid them, give them a check. Like, I've enjoyed the camaraderie of the MCoC streamers over here on Twitch. I think it's been nice. I think it's been a good time. All right. All right, Alex, I do need to get going, but so I'll wait a few more seconds, then I got to get going. Drink a Red Bull. You drink a Red Bull. Look, don't try to tell me what to do. Come into my stream. For those who don't know, Luke's in my alliance. He likes to give me a tough time, and I like to pretend that I'm upset. The Maker and Cyclops. The Maker seems to be more meta relevant. You could potentially use the gem on him, right? That's what you're talking about. I'm not a massive Maker fan. Dread is, like, literally right there. I didn't see his name, but Dread is. Dread, you don't happen to be about to stream, do you, bud? But I think you were streaming earlier. But Dread, follow Dread on YouTube and on Twitch, and he's got some really great content on the Maker. Big Maker fan. Me, I'm not as big a fan. I like some other tech champions. And Cyclops, as good as Cyclops is, I wouldn't use a generic on him. The other thing is, I think both those champions are in... Oh no, they've moved out of the Titan. So, yeah. Sorry, man. That's probably not what you're hoping to hear, but I'm going to tell you what I think. That's great to hear, Soldier. I really appreciate that. All right, y'all. Y'all are the best. Here, let's go ahead and try to raid Bobsy here. Like I said, I don't know him, but the camaraderie amongst everyone has been really, really cool. So I want to keep that going. I'll set up the raid here. How do we do this? All right. Unfortunately, I can't stick around. But y'all should, and hope y'all have a really good time there. Let them know I said hello. I got to get to an NFL football game. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for literally all the follows. We got to subscribe. We got Cube, Rika membership from Lee on the YouTube side as well. Thank you for all the support. I already have a video uploaded and ready to go for tomorrow, and we might be streaming, might not, but either way, we'll be back on Tuesday for so Doctor Strange crystals, and then of course some Doctor Strange testing. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.